Members of Star Fox, a grave danger looms. The Lilat system is in peril.
What? How do you know?
We know. The research director will brief you on all the details.
Hello again, everybody.
Dad? You're the research director? You never told me that.
Well, gee, didn't I? Yes. In any case, if I may continue, these aporoids...
Aporoids?
Indeed, they are the enemies you faced earlier. I believe it was about 17 years ago. A whole fleet was destroyed by a sole aporoid. We were somehow able to survive that trial, but that was just a taste of what's coming. But we are currently analyzing data from the core memory you found. But we could understand much more if we had a complete specimen.
We have detected a distress signal originating from the Kaina outpost. However, we're unable to contact anyone there. We suspect aporoid involvement. You must find the distress signal.
No problem at all, sir. I'll head to the surface immediately. That signal shouldn't be too hard to find.
By yourself? It's too dangerous. I'm going too.
No, I want you guys in our wings, covering me from above. I'm counting on you. Let's do this!
By the way, I won't be reading out the mission statements because the loading screen for this goes by too fast for me to even try, but it does give you some interesting details if you want to pause the screen and read it yourself.
It's too quiet. Something's wrong here. It's a trap! It's the aporoids after all.
And this introduces us to another gameplay element of Star Fox Assault that kind of got carried over from Star Fox Adventures, which I'm glad it did. On foot sections. In these on foot sections, you pretty much control like the tank.
Use that machine gun to blast the whole lot of them.
And if you pick the single analog stick control scheme, you'd be switching weapons with the control pad, with the C stick. But with the dual analog stick setup, I can look, run and shoot, and then I would just swap weapons and open up the map with the D-pad. Pressing up and down on the analog stick brings up new weapons. Oh, and as well as pressing A. So you want to do that. That's something you can do. 1 second, Peppy. I got something to deal with here.
The longer you charge a shot, the stronger it becomes. Try using a charge shot.
There we go. That rocket launcher makes this a little bit easier. Bada boom! There's a homing rocket too. It does a lot of damage.
Whew, there's no end to these things. Peppy, send me a landmaster, will you?
On its way. What's the situation?
Well, I got my hands full, but what else is new?
Done. Here's your landmaster.
Let me know if you get lonely and I'll drop by.
Nah, all I need is the landmaster.
Transmission complete. It's all yours, Fox.
Great. Good to see the transmission system's targeting is as sterling as ever.
So yeah, in the new system here, you get to basically control the landmaster. See, I'm so used to using the other control scheme that getting used to this. Essentially, trigger firing is going to take a little bit of effort. So yeah, so landmaster controls like you used to. You got your strafe mode, you got your boost, and you got your hover.
Smash anyone and anything that gets in your way.
Fox, I've got enemies on my tail.
And yes, you are going to have to protect your allies as we go through. And as you can see here, we have a blue health bar. That is your. If you're in a segment of the game where a vehicle is optional. Let's see if I can get this here. Go around.
Roll out of harm's way.
No way! I can't shake them! Unbelievable!
There we go.
I thought I was done for.
Okay, that's a little bit. I believe you hit you get the ZRs. You get the if you move in a certain direction and then hit the left.
Smash anyone and anything.
I want to say the left. The left shoulder button. You will do a roll. But yeah, no. Getting back to what I was talking about in the last episode. Star Fox Assault is probably, I would say, the most polarizing game in the franchise, just because of how different it is. Like, for instance, I brought up earlier that, it's a surprisingly dark game, even if it doesn't, have the tone of it. In pre-release materials, like, it was the way the voice acting carried on, the way the tone of the game was, you would not believe that was the case. It's just a thing that kind of is. I'm not too upset about the tone myself, because it reminds me. Okay, how do I put this? Well, since I'm a pretty big Sonic fan, let's use a Sonic the Hedgehog example.
Only a few targets left. Keep it up.
There we go.
Whoa, what are these things?
This looks bad. Our scans show those things can spawn more Aperoids.
Alright, there we go. Ooh, snap! What are these babies? Okay. Okay, that was close. Those things can be dangerous. What they'll do is they'll charge at you and do a lot of damage to you. You can only shoot them, but they also have range attached to it. You can only shoot them in the head. They also give you one of the better weapons in the game if you can kill them, the Gatling gun. Which, fun fact, if you actually look at some wallpaper art, or at least some screenshot art, you actually see Crystal hanging out with the Gatling gun like it's her silhouette weapon. So it's like, not only is she a telepath, like she can mentally mess you up, she's going to make your life a living nightmare with that thing. Come on. There we go. Okay, come on, bring it around, Slippy. Bring it around.
Fox, get the enemy behind me.
But yeah, no, this is one of the more polarizing Star Fox games, because it's not as non-linear as previous Star Fox games. This is a very linear.
This is bad. I can't lose him.
There we go. There you go, Slippy.
Thanks, Fox. I thought I was a goner.
Be careful quick about this. But yeah, no, and that's what I think the problem is. That is not a very linear.
Just let my go. Oh, they're disgusting.
They're on the other side too.
Gotta hurry up.
It's just a very linear Star Fox game. And honestly, I get the complaints. I do. I'm not going to act like this game is better than 64. Objectively speaking, it is very different than 64. And by my own personal preference, I think it's better. But I won't deny that the replayability of this game is down compared to 64 itself, because 64 had different ways you could go about completing its story. What little of it there was, and there was a story there. It was very small. Whereas Assault is very heavily story based. Like you're going, like when you go to a level, you go to the same level. I think there are some shortcuts you can find, but there's not many of them, you know. And I understand the complaint if you think that this game is not as good as 64. But we're not going to focus on that. We're going to focus on I might have to change the control scheme around because this is really messing with my head.
Check inside buildings for targets too, Fox.
Thank you, Crystal.
Has to be a way to get inside those buildings.
I think you go up here.
Using the elevators.
There should, well, I believe up here should be a extra flag you can get. And you know, because this game is developed by Bandai Namco, you can find these special flags that unlock. You have to do these very obtuse things to get them. You find these special flags that unlock, I believe, great. No, not great. It's one of their
There has to be a way to get inside those buildings.
You must be
it's one of their
using the elevators.
it's one of their one of the more popular, well, one of their older games, and it's not Galaga of all things. You think it would have been Galaga? Well, no, it's not. But yeah, anyway, where was I getting again? I went on so many tangents there. It's just here I thought range. I just didn't know how to stay on topic. I'm worse than they are.
And sensor targets within the buildings.
Crystal's sixth sense doesn't lie.
Okay, so here we go. So we gotta get out of this Gatling gun. We'll save that for a rating day.
The distress signal still transmitting.
The signal's still there. There's no response.
Okay, and we got a sensor bomb, a health pack, and another light bulb. So we're pretty good.
We've got to rescue them.
So we're pretty good.
Got it.
But yeah, no, going off of that, it's yeah, that's right. The Mega Sonic example. If I had to make a Sonic example, I would say the last 3 games in the Star Fox franchise, 64, Adventure, and Assault, I would label them as such. I would say 64 is the Sonic Adventure of Star Fox. A decent game, you know, decent replayability, and depending on how you feel about it, it's either one of the best games ever made, or it could have been better. I think it's a really, really good game, personally.
New target has been confirmed.
You gotta destroy that last one. Find it on your radar.
And yes, this thing will just randomly appear to make your life a living nightmare. I like how they did that too. It's pretty cool. This game has a lot of charm in it. But yeah, no, Star Fox 64 is Sonic Adventure. Star Fox Adventures, ironically, is more along the lines of Sonic Heroes. An okay, if somewhat flawed game. And Star Fox Assault is Sonic Adventure 2, a more heavily story-based game that has its moments. It has moments where it's really good and moments where it's not that good. And for Star Fox Assault, it's the voice acting. The voice acting is where the game is hit or miss. And that's just me personally.
I got a bad feeling about this. So, the leader, huh?
That thing is giant and ugly.
Wait, that thing has a core memory.
You heard the lady, Fox. You gotta get that core memory.
Okay, so how this boss fight works is that you have to shoot the giant light underneath it to get it to kneel down, and then you gotta get on top of it to then
Point is on the top.
get on top of it and shoot it. It's going to be very interesting to do. I can already tell you that right now. But yeah, no, I mean, but yeah, no, Assault, in my opinion, is a game well worth your time. It's just really different. Especially in the designs, like a lot of the classic designs for classic weapons and characters are very different. I thought there was cycle this. Huh, I one cycled it. I never one cycled this thing, even on normal. I usually take like 2 to 3 cycles from it.
Fox, get that core memory.
Okay, that must be it.
Careful, we don't know anything about what we're up against.
I know that. Hey, it looks like that distress signal's no longer transmitting.
That doesn't sound good.
Hey, thanks for helping me out.
Pigma!
Long time no see, Fox.
The SOS signal. It was you?
Since I'm here, I'll just help myself to this.
No, that's...
Is it that important? Then I'm gonna be rich. Smell you later.
Stop! Pigma! Dang!
Fox, I'm tracking Pigma on radar. Get back to the Great Fox now.
All ships are home. Anyone injured?
How about you, Fox? Don't push yourself so hard.
We didn't get the badge, but I think we did a pretty good job. I'll admit that level was very hard for me to get the badge on. You have to keep your combo up, and man, I am never gonna keep the combo up. But yeah, no, I mean, yeah, things just kind of got weird. We were right there, and Pigma of all people came and snatched the core memory from us. For those of y'all who don't know who Pigma is essentially the reason why Fox's dad is dead. Hey, we'll get into that one next time. I've been Anansi, you've been awesome. I'll catch you later.